Now we will begin with the webinar. Om Buddhi Brahma Sarva Shaktim Vishnu Shankara cha Shantim Guru Shiva cha Vidyantam Dhyana Sarvada Karyam. A very good afternoon to everyone present here. A warm welcome to this webinar on innovation in education using ICT, organized by the Spoken Tutorial School program at IIT Bombay. We are delighted to have you join us today for an engaging and insightful session. This webinar aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the Spoken Tutorial program, its implementation process, and the benefits it brings to educational institutions. Throughout the session, we will hear from distinguished speakers, showcase live testimonials from our partners, and walk you through a live demo to highlight the effectiveness of the Spoken Tutorial platform. Additionally, we will discuss the requirements and process involved in implementing the program, followed by an interactive question and answer session. We hope you could enjoy this session, which will be informative and valuable as we work together towards enhancing education through innovative tools and methods. So before we proceed, I would like to introduce the dignitaries and speakers joined us today. And I would request if they could switch on their camera, their video, so that we could acknowledge them. So we have Ms. Priyanka Shroff, the National Coordinator of Spoken Tutorial School Program. Then we have Ms. Lakshmi Madhuri Chetty, Principal from Army Public School, Mumbai. Ma'am, it would be great if you could put your video on. And then we have Mr. Roshan Samuel, Academic and Technical Director from Royal Public School, Bhandara. I would like to welcome you all again. Further, would like to share, we had conducted a very successful event at IIT Bombay on February 1st, 2025 in collaboration to CBSE. We had wonderful people to join us on the day of the event across the country, principals, directors, chairmen from different schools. And we exchanged extremely great ideas on innovation which can be introduced in education. Looking at the response of the event, we understood that many of you could not join because of various reasons. And that is why we have organized this webinar to interact with all of you. Before we go forward, let's take a look at some highlights from the awareness event jointly organized by Spoken Tutorial and Central Board of Secondary Education at IIT Bombay. We will be playing a short video of keynote address by Professor Kannan Modkalya, the founder of the Spoken Tutorial project, followed by an overview of the significant event and its key moments. Please enjoy the video. May we have the video, please?
I'll just give a brief overview. But Professor Usha Anantakumar, Mr. Amit Kumar, all the dignitaries here, teachers above all, and my colleagues. We started this project, Spoken Tutorial, about 15 years ago to train the bottom of the pyramid. The bottom 95% of the pyramid. If you look at it as a, higher education especially, it'll be easier to say. You have IITs, NITs, and top engineering colleges that make up about 5%. All other colleges, 95%. And you produce children for all of these. So in that sense, you represent the entire country. But our focus was on the bottom 90% because they are the people who don't get any help. So we thought, why don't we address that? Why don't we improve their employment potential? We selected IT training because that was the easiest one. I'm talking about 15 years ago. They know somebody knows IT means they will get a job. So why don't we train them? But if the student is motivated, they should be able to learn, or Arduino, or several of the other things, JMOL. Many other things will be demonstrated today. So can we say that all of them can be suitable for self-learning? That's not an easy thing, but we came up with a method. Maybe due course of time, we can explain how we do that. We kind of give guarantee that it is suitable for self-learning. I would say this is the most important USP of our method. What are the implications? As I already told you, you don't need experts in, because it's difficult to provide such experts across the country. We have 15 lakh schools. How do we provide them? The other thing that happened was
धर्मेंद्र। हेलो धर्मेंद्र, ऑडियो नहीं आ रहा है।
तू बता, तू तो ये है ना।
Dharmendra, please check. We can't hear the audio.
gives an opportunity because it is suitable for self-learning. The teachers can learn quickly without the students even coming to know about
It's
it.
working now.
And they become good. And then teachers are important because they are the people who are going to, have the scale factor of 100,000, year after year. So many students they influence. For example, we have 300 tutorials dubbed in Sanskrit, spoken Sanskrit. So you want to learn, for example, C programming while listening to the instructions in Sanskrit, you can do that. We have it in Sanskrit, we have it in Nepali, we have it in Urdu, we have it in, name all our 22 languages. They're all this. The third important thing about this is our material is usable offline. I have found a company called Edu Pyramids Educational Services Private Limited. We'll tell you more about it. The name itself is interesting. I wanted to call it Attainable Pyramids of Excellence. That is, anybody can reach the top of the pyramid. It should be that way. I'm very passionate about that. But then it's not a good name for a company. Attainable Pyramids. It's a very difficult name, right? So I wanted to call it easy pyramids. But then people shouldn't think that pyramid is easy to climb. It is attainable, all right, but you have to work hard to climb up. So I said, then we call it Edu Pyramids, that we will help people climb the pyramid, and almost anybody, provided they work hard, provided they.
Thank you for listening the insights from Professor Kannan Morkalya and enjoying the moments of awareness event. Now I would be very happy to share the address on the importance of National Education Policy 2020 vision by Mr. Satish Pahal, Deputy Secretary, Skill Development, Central Board of Secondary Education. May we have the video, please?
Principals, our mentors, faculties from IIT Bombay, spoken tutorial and Angrezi, other guests and participants. On behalf of Department of Skill Education, CBSE, it's a great honor to welcome you all to this important awareness program on innovation in education using ICT. You know, we are living in a time where technology is transforming every sector, and education is no exception. As leaders of CBSE affiliated schools, you are at the forefront of shaping the future of education. As this program aims to provide you with the tools and insights to effectively integrate ICT into your schools, which is as the integral part of the affiliation also, which enhance teaching and learning experiences. Innovation in education is not just about adopting new technology. It's about creating an environment that fosters creativity, engagement, and critical thinking. I'm happy to say that Spoken Tutorial at IIT Bombay is proud to be part of this journey with you as we explore how digital tools can empower both teachers and students. As you move forward, I encourage you to think about how ICT can support your vision for a dynamic, more inclusive, and student-centered approach to learning. I wish you all an enriching and insightful experience during this program. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to the discussions and ideas in the whole program. Best wishes for the examinations ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Satish Pahal, on behalf of us. Moving forward, we now have a detailed overview of the spoken tutorial program brought to you by EduPyramids Educational Services Private Limited, which is incubated at SINE IIT Bombay. This session will cover how the program works, its key features, and how it supports both teachers and students in their learning journey. May I request Ms. Ramya, Training Manager, the Spoken Tutorial School Program, to provide an overview.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, Ramya.
Okay. So, good afternoon, esteemed principals, teachers, and everyone present here today. I am delighted to introduce you to the spoken tutorial project that was started at IIT Bombay with the funding of National Mission on Education through ICT, Ministry of Education, Government of India. So, as already Nidhi ma'am has mentioned that many of you were unable to attend the event that was held at IIT Bombay on 1st Feb, and understanding your busy schedule, we have organized this webinar on innovations in education using ICT. And I would like to thank each one of you for taking out the time and attending this webinar. So today in this session, we will discuss about the spoken tutorial program that enables schools to incorporate digital technologies into their curriculum, which keeps students future ready. And we will understand how your schools can leverage the spoken tutorials ICT courses to align with National Education Policy 2020 goals and CBSE curriculum.
Ramya,
Can
you do it in full screen mode?
It's not on full screen.
No. No. Below right corner, there is a icon, above plus icon. You can see the bottom right side. There is a plus icon. Above that, there is an arrow. Click on that.
1 second. Where?
Plus minus icon is there, right side. Top, bottom right side.
I can't
on
see. This? Here in this screen?
In this screen.
No, it is in full mode only.
No, it's not in full screen.
You may continue, Ramya. That's okay.
Okay. So before I introduce you to the program, let's quickly review the key highlights of National Education Policy 2020 specific to our discussion. So the policy encouraged the use of technology in the classroom, put an emphasis on skill-based multidisciplinary learning, and most importantly, it ensures providing fair access to high-quality education regardless of location or background of the students. So how spoken tutorial fulfills national education policy goals? So this initiative bridges the educational gap between rural and urban schools by providing innovative, accessible, and affordable ICT courses, offering multilingual content to avoid language barriers, enabling students to learn in the language they are comfortable in. As we all know that many of the students from vernacular schools face difficulties in understanding the English language. But through this program, they can learn the courses in their preferred language, which creates a learning ecosystem that fosters equity, inclusivity, and lifelong learning. Second. Yeah. So about spoken tutorial program. So spoken tutorial program was initiated by IIT Bombay and established by Ministry of Education, which provides students with open and interactive self-learning tutorials available in 22 plus regional languages for inclusive learning, offering a wide range of courses from programming languages, animations, few subject specified courses in mathematics and science at a very affordable price. So let's have a look on the specification of the program. So as we are encouraging the self-learning module, the program provides interactive pre-recorded audio-visual tutorials, which is designed by the experts of IIT Bombay in such a way that even a student who has never used a computer can easily understand the basic concepts and bring it to practice. So our videos are multilingual, short, and self-paced, which enables students to pause and rewind the videos multiple times. And the methodology that we brings in is side-by-side practice, which ensures students is not only watching the videos, but also getting hands-on exposure by writing a code. For side-by-side practice, so students will be opening the tutorials window in half of the screen, and in the other half, they will be opening the window of the software. When the student feels that they have understood till a particular point, they can pause the video and they can practice it on the software. And once the courses are completed, they have to give an online test, after which they will receive the e-certification, and the benchmark for the same is 40% marks. So we also offer a few courses that are relevant for teachers. They can also enroll and complete their professional development training with certification. So now let's understand how our spoken tutorial support the CBSE vision. The guidelines mandate digital transformation in schools by acquiring ICT skills as a part of their curriculum and blended learning modules. As we have just gone through the specifications of the program, we can ensure that all these guidelines are followed by the spoken tutorial program, which are very much in line to offer a complete support system to integrate the ICT in your schools. So we offer courses as per the compliance of National Education Policy and CBSE. So it encourages the programming languages as a part of their curriculum. So we also cover courses for STEM education, productivity software such as LibreOffice, that is similar to Microsoft Office. So here you can see the spoken tutorial program offers a diverse range of courses for schools such as basic IT skills, a complete package for learners to master the basics of computer from class 6, and from class 6 onwards. So we will be having an expert shortly to give you an hands-on experience on few of these courses. Okay. So here you can see the direct relevance with the NCERT syllabus from class 6 to 12th. So we have mapped the courses grade wise. For example, grade 9, here you see the topic creating textual communication. So we have LibreOffice Suite Writer 6.3. For creating visual communication, we have GIMP. For creating audio-visual communication, we have Audacity. So same for every class, we have courses aligned with the syllabus. So spoken tutorial program so far. The project has already made a remarkable progress starting from 2009, where we have provided the courses for colleges and we have been associated with 5,000 plus institutions, trained around 10 million plus students, and in 2020, when this national education policy came in picture, aiming at the quality of education and focusing on digital literacy, technology integration, and skill development for teachers, so school students. So we have extended our reach to providing it for schools from 2022. Until date, we have associated with 300 plus schools. So here you can see our partner school across India. So the SNBP International School, a chain of school in Pune, they have trained around 4,000 plus students. DAV School, Samastipur, where after taking up the courses of spoken tutorial program, has helped students to do better in their academics as well. Army Public School, Mumbai, associated with us last month after attending the event at IIT Bombay. And as Nidhi ma'am has already mentioned that Miss Madhuri, the principal of school, is present here today to share her experience and feedback about the program immediately after the presentation. And we have many other schools who have embraced this initiative, showcasing its effectiveness. Yeah. So next, let's understand how all of these partners got benefited in several ways from this program. So thousands of students have gained 3 to 4 certifications every year, helping them in performing better in academics as well as enhancing their skill sets. So dropout can enhance their skills and eventually their employability. For example, if a student is a dropout with the certification of spoken tutorial in his hand, so they can have a decent job instead of ending up to the labor jobs. So teachers can fulfill the 25 hours of professional training with certification, which enhance the teaching quality, both traditional and digital ways. So, and all these aspects are good enough to tell us that why your school should join the spoken tutorial program. So I know after all this discussion, you must be keen to know the requirements and the process of the implementation of the program. First, let's see the requirements of the program. So interested schools can write to us on the mentioned email ID and become our subscribed partners by enrolling your school at an affordable price of 25,000 plus 18% GST every year. You can nominate a main coordinator to oversee the training program and assign an IT teacher to implement the program in your school. So the infrastructural requirements are 5 to 10 computers with simple earphones with a stable internet connection and uninterrupted electricity supply. So let's understand the process of implementation of the program. So we will provide the training for coordinators, which will be of around 40-45 minutes, in which we will cover the following points. Here you can see registration, downloading the content, installation of the software, mapping of the courses. Okay, so this all points will be covered and it will be explained in detail by my colleague, Mr. Dharmendra Chavda, who is the implementation manager, shortly. So next. So by now, I hope many of you would be motivated enough to start this fantastic training program in your school. So to join the movement, we invite schools to incorporate spoken tutorial courses in your curriculum. Teachers, use this resource for your professional growth, and for students, they can explore ICT courses and earn certification that will prepare them for the dynamic digital world. So let's join hands in creating digitally skilled students and future-ready schools. So principals, please reach out to us at the mentioned details to kickstart this transformative journey. So let's collaborate and empower education through ICT. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramya. Now let's hear directly from one of our recently associated partners, Army Public School, Mumbai. We have Miss Lakshmi Madhuri Chetty, the principal from Army Public School. She will share their journey with us, focusing on what motivated them to sign up for the spoken tutorial and the positive outcomes they have experienced so far. So may I request Miss Lakshmi, please share your insights with us. Ma'am, you'll have to unmute yourself. That means maybe you have to.
Yeah, I did it. Am I audible?
Yes, very much audible, ma'am.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Nidhi. Thank you for this opportunity. It gives me immense pleasure in announcing that Army Public School Mumbai has signed up officially with Spoken Tutorial, a prestigious initiative by IIT Mumbai in collaboration with CBSE. This step has been taken to ensure that our students receive updated knowledge in information technology programming, and it aligns with the global standards. Not only this, it also aligns with our school's vision of equipping students, teachers, and as well as office staff with essential digital skills. So we deliberated upon why we have to collaborate with Spoken Tutorial. So it has got many advantages rather than outsourcing some other private firm. So number one is the collaboration with IIT Mumbai. The Spoken Tutorial, as we understand, is a very well-recognized MOOC platform developed by IIT Mumbai, as well as recognized by Google as the best offline e-tutor program for grades 6 to 12. And since it is developed by IIT Mumbai, the credibility levels have increased and the highest academic standards, and it adds value to our students' academic and professional portfolios, and also adds value to their learning. So the certificates that are awarded that will be awarded has inclined us more to your Spoken Tutorial platform. Number two, it is aligned with NCERT syllabus. Though we deliberated more upon how to map the Spoken Tutorial program either with the regular computer science subject or the skill subject that we offer to the students. That's 12 hours, 15 hours, and 20 hours program. We had lots of, we have done a lot of research on what the Spoken Tutorial is offering. Not only it is aligning with the prerequisites of the NCERT mapped curriculum, but it is also whatever we teach in the school can add as a prerequisite to the course that the students, that we can offer to the students. So that is an additional factor that the Spoken Tutorial has meticulously designed, not only for the basic students, but also for the intermediate level as well as advanced levels, allowing schools to choose courses as per their interest and capability. So the learning path, what we understood from the Spoken Tutorial, is very structured and flexible, catering to all the leveled learners. Third thing is it's a self-learning module. unlike other platforms, because I've been in this field and we have been outsourcing many other people to, for the tech STEM learning, basically. So what I could distinguish from the spoken tutorial platform with other outsourced platforms is that number one, the spoken tutorial is providing a very free, structured and quality courses. And the students are getting pre-recorded modules, allowing them to learn at their own pace, anytime and anywhere. And unlike other platforms, charge exorbitant fees for similar courses, which we also have experienced before. Next thing is that it is offering a comprehensive course delivery. At the beginning itself, the student and the school will understand that what courses can, let us say 4 courses, the child is aiming to complete it within an academic year. So the entire transparency is there for the student, for the parent, as well as for the school. Whereas what I understand, the outsourced other platforms, they may not give, they may not give a planner properly, though the planner is given to the schools to implement or execute by the outsourced people. But here there is a very clear clarity that the transparency is there to the parent, to the student, as well as to the school, that these are the courses we are offering. These are the time limit is there for the students to complete it. So I think this comprehensive course delivery is ensuring the quality, what spoken tutorial is offering. And what this means to our students is they gain the hands-on experience in technology and coding, and the learning happens at their own pace with clarity on the topics covered, and the high quality learning without financial burden. And the value addition to the academic achievements adds to the student's portfolio. So this collaboration will definitely is going to be another step forward for providing quality, accessible and affordable skill education to our students. So I think I encourage all the schools to make the best use of this opportunity and explore the exciting learning paths the spoken tutorial is offering. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lakshmi, for the wonderful, detailed insight on your journey with us so far. And we are really happy to have you here today with us.
Thank
The
you.
next, thank you so much. The next, we will dive into the implementation requirements and process for successfully rolling out the spoken tutorial program within your institutions. This section will cover all the steps and requirements to ensure a smooth and effective implementation. For this, may I request Mr. Dharmendra from the spoken tutorial school team to proceed with it.
Thank you, Nidhi, for the introduction.
Dharmendra, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hi, Nidhi, can you hear me now? Hello? Nidhi, can you hear me?
You are not audible, Dharmendra.
Let me join it again. Okay. Maybe there is. Can you hear me now?
Dharmendra, sound is
Yes.
very low. Increase
Yes.
your mic level.
Okay, now you can hear me all?
Yes,
It's
you
better
are
now.
audible.
Okay, thanks for the introduction, Idhi. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dharmendra, manager at the Spoken Tutorials, and I oversee the program implementation across the school and work closely with them to ensure they get the fully benefit from this initiative. So as you already heard from my colleague Ramya, the spoken tutorial program align with the IT skill to the student and professional development training for the teachers. And it is an affordable, structured and effective way to provide these IT skills. So now I will take you through the how your school can partner with us and can implement this program and how student will complete their training and how they will receive the certificate. So you may be wondering, so what does a school need to implement the spoken tutorial program? Well, the requirements are very minimum because we have designed the program in such a way that it is accessible to all the Indian schools, no matter the infrastructure. And to successfully implement this program, your school need at least 5 to 10 computer with headphone so student can listen our tutorial while practicing and a stable internet connection. But the internet connection, they don't need all the time, just during the test and downloading the tutorials. Other than that, the 2 or 3 months of training can be done in the offline mode without any internet connection. And school need to appoint a coordinator. So the preferably an IT teachers or a person who know the computer. So the coordinator will oversees the program and work closely with our spoken tutorial team and will ensure that everyone is running smoothly. That's it. With the basic requirement, any school can easily implement the spoken tutorial program and can provide the valuable IT skill to their student.
Dharmendra,
And yes.
you are opening some other screen also there. Just minimize that screen. There is a black box is there on the
Okay.
screen.
Hmm. So is it visible now?
In the center there is a black box is there. Ah, it's fine now.
Okay. Okay. So if your school is interested in, sorry. Okay. So if your school is interested in joining the spoken tutorial program, the process is very simple and hassle-free. So school can express their interest via mail at the email ID displaying on their screen. And if the school have the contact details of my colleague, they can also contact them and reach out to them. So once we receive the confirmation from a school, a nominal subscription fees of 29,500, including 18% GST, is required to enroll into the program. And you will notice that the fees is very affordable and carefully decided by the IIT Bombay management, in which up to 1,000 students can take the program. And to give you a perspective, if we take a 4,400 student in a school, the cost per student will come out down to just rupees 70. And in this 70 rupees, each student can take 4 certified IT courses in a year. And the principal will appoint a coordinator and preferably an IT teacher or someone with the basic computer knowledge. So after the subscription, within 1 or 2 days, we will schedule an orientation session for the coordinator to guide him through the implementation process. Since our program is simple and user-friendly, no long training session hour are required for the coordinator. Just 1 hour orientation session and your school will be ready to start. So now let's see the spoken tutorial program will be implemented in your school. So the coordinator will download the required tutorials and install the necessary software in the computer system. And the best part of the program is that we run on the open source software. So you don't need to purchase or any expensive or third party software from your end. Everything is authentic and legal. And this is a one-time download, after which the coordinator can copy the tutorials and software onto all the computer system for student to access. And after that, you don't need any internet connection for the IT training. And the coordinator will upload the student data on the website And after uploading the student data, each student will get a unique username and password from our end. And so student can complete these courses during these IT courses during their IT practical classes, meaning no extra hour are needed. The coordinator will manage the training schedule, deciding when to start and complete the each course. And once the training is done, the coordinator can request a test and student can take the exam. So now let's take an example of the 11th class student where NCERT suggested in the Python as a part of their curriculum. So the coordinator will assign the Python course from the spoken tutorial and provide the student with the tutorials and during their practical classes. And let's say today is March 1st and the coordinator decide to run that training form from March 1st to the end of the June. And after the training period, the coordinator can reschedule the test on any date they choose whenever they feel free to, for students are ready. And this flexible and structured approach ensure smooth program implementation without any disturbing the existing school curriculum. So this is just a glimpse of the school who took our advanced level courses. So we provide more than 60 plus IT courses in our program. And as you can see, the SNBP school took the advanced level courses like Arduino app using Kotlin, Arduino, Bash, BioPython, and the Bishop Periyar school from the Kerala took the CSS and HTML. Army Public School from Jodhpur took the Arduino, Bash, Blender, Bootstrap, Cell Designer, advanced level courses for the student. In the DAV Public School from the Samastipur also took the Arduino, CSS, HTML, Linux, Python, and RDBMS PostgreSQL, which require for the data science courses. Now, how will the student will complete that training? So all the tutorial and software will be stored on the school computer. So student can access them anytime without needing the internet. They don't need any internet to access the tutorial anytime they want. So each tutorial is short, just 10 to 15 minutes long and making it easy to complete a lesson with a 30 to 40-minute IT class while also practicing. So our approach is practice-based. We don't provide any PDF or theory-heavy material because IT cannot be learned just by reading. In our way, we say it side-by-side method. So they watch the tutorial and they practice it simultaneously while watching the tutorials. And at the end of each tutorial, they have an assessment task.
Dharmendra, we cannot hear you. Okay, I think there is some connection problem at, I guess, Dharmendra, right? So we will share the requirements and implementation process with all of you immediately after this webinar. So we'll move forward. And first, I would like to thank Dharmendra for such a detailed information about the process. Now, let's hear another live testimonial, this time from a partner who will share their experience regarding how they have effectively implemented the spoken tutorial program in their school. So we have Mr. Roshan Samuel, the academic and technical director from Royal Public School. Mr. Roshan, could you please
Hi,
share
ma'am.
your
Good morning.
insight?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm really sorry. My video seems to have some sort of an issue, so I'm not able to switch it on. However, since I'm audible, I think I should go ahead with the with my testimonial. Is that everything fine or good? May I?
Yes, sure, please.
All right. Okay, so we actually associated with Spoken Tutorial last year. And the reasons for that were threefold. One of it was the employability factor. What I mean by that is, it were recently in the sense that a year before, I had actually visited a college with regards to placements, and this was a institute of national eminence, and maybe my expectation was high or the otherwise. The kind of crowd that I was seeing lacked, let's say, some sort of employability skills. The way they were presenting their presentation, the way how they were responding to questions, it kind of showed that they lacked employability skills. And I think most of us are aware of the statistics that in India, almost 60% of the undergraduate students are unemployable. And that is a major concern. So one of the factors why this unemployability is there is because most of the very basic kind of professional skills is lacking among our graduates. So to speak, even if they were to write a resume, there wouldn't be a standardized way of indentation or how to use justification in their written materials. All these were missing. So when you send that sort of an unprofessional kind of a resume, you're bound to get kicked out because they would always prefer a resume or an application which has a professional touch because they expect that from their employees. The other factor why we decided to associate is because IT training is something that is very, very essential. Despite you going to any level of college, may it be an IIT or an IIM or wherever it may be, if you are unable to, use a computer software or basic software, I'm not talking about hi-fi softwares, if you're unable to use that software, it kind of shows that you are not well prepared for the job role. And especially during COVID-19, I think CBC schools as well as schools across all boards, we got a good jolt, understanding that we are really underprepared with regards to IT training and requirements. Uh, this was also a major factor because we wanted our teachers as well. Because when I joined the school, it was during the time of COVID-19, and I had to shift the entire software and hardware to manage online learning. Most of my teachers have never seen a computer, and it's not their fault. When they were learning, when they were in their schools, they never had the exposure to computers. So I had to train them from scratch, how it works, what you can do. They were scared. They were scared of touching buttons, pressing buttons, because they didn't know what happens. Like if there is one screen and you press one button, it's gone, and they're all paranoid. अरे क्या हो गया कहाँ चला गया they didn't understand what happened. So this is also one of the reasons why we decided to associate with a professional kind of an approach. And I think I think Madhuri ma'am mentioned that there are actually third-party players outside in the market who will offer these kind of trainings. But as Dharmendra rightly pointed out, it's extremely costly. And the other thing is that it would lack credibility because a certificate or some kind of a certification coming from a institute of eminence versus a third party certification, I think almost everyone would understand what will, hold in a job market. So, so we decided to when this happened, like last year, we had a requirement from our parents' side that we must teach computers to our students, and we agreed to that fact because a lot of policies have been changing, and even in the job market, without knowing computers, it is really difficult to get a job. Um, So we decided to search for opportunities that were presented in the market, which would possibly teach us computers right from the classes of sixth standard upwards to 12th. Now, you must understand my situation in my school. Most of my students, almost out of the entire population, only 30% have a computer in their homes. The rest of the crowd has not even seen a computer. So it is in the school laboratories that we have computers, and they get exposed to that kind of an environment. So the rest of the 70% of students are viewing computers, a mouse, a keyboard, a monitor, a CPU, things inside the CPU, how it works. Everything for them is happening within schools. Therefore, it was necessary to have a hand-holding mechanism which is credible enough, such that the parents are also satisfied. Because now, when I tell them that I'm getting a support directly from IIT Bombay, they don't even have to question me because they're well satisfied. They're like, okay, great, you're doing good. So that kind of a credibility which it provides is something that is very important. So in this way, we decided to associate with spoken tutorial, and so we had to think, considering only 70% of our population, sorry, 30% of our population had computers. We had to think about how to align this with our curriculum, because it was necessary to understand and cater to that 70%. So in sixth standard, we started the course with Introduction to Computers, just so that they would be able to understand what are the mechanisms that we are interfering with. And as I think someone mentioned, almost 3 to 4 certifications you can get. That is true. The thing is that in an academic year, you may get academic transaction activity for about 34 to 36 weeks. The rest will go in second Saturdays, the second Saturdays will go, public holidays will go, summer holiday months, those will go. So 34 to 36 weeks is what you would on an average that you would get. And when I reviewed their curriculum, IIT Bombay's curriculum, so what I found is that they are trying to finish off a course by 9 to 12 videos. In 9 to 12 videos, they will finish off one course, and it is very simply explained. It is very, there's no academic jargon and all. So it is very simple to understand. And so what we did was, for each class, right from sixth standard to 10th, we assigned based on the capacity of the student within the class, considering the fact that how many of them have been exposed to computers, courses that are being offered by IIT Bombay. And so another factor which prompted us to do this is because a lot of students were unaware of very basic kind of software which will be very dominant in the working space. For example, if you're writing an assignment, let's talk about when a student goes into a higher education institute. If you're going into a higher education institute and writing an assignment on the computer, you have certain things like MLA formatting. There are things like indentations. There are things like how much paragraph spacing should be there. But most of the students don't even know how to access these options, and they don't know how to implement these options well enough. So, introducing courses like Introduction to Computers as a basic, and then going on to softwares like Libre Writers, Libre Calci, all these kind of help you understand terminologies, which is used within a software. Otherwise, what happens is that when you go into a higher education institute and the professor says, please justify the entire paragraph, you are really out of your mind. You don't understand what is he saying, justify the paragraph, because you don't know the terminology that is being used. Similarly, there was a situation that I recently encountered. One of my alumni, which is who is a part of ISRO, he was talking to me and he was saying many of the engineering graduates go into engineering colleges and then they come to know that there is something called as a soldering iron or a soldering rod. These things, these terminologies, they didn't know, but they are in engineering first year, which is a very, which reflects poorly on our academic method. So IIT Bombay and Spoken Tutorial and the courses, what they basically do is to introduce a child to the basic terminologies, what they do, and how to operate them, and how to use these softwares to the advantage of the student. Now, as Dharmendra said, there were coordinators that were appointed from our side who will list out the names of the students, and they will provide those names to the to a server which these people are operating, and they will categorize all of them into certain sets and groups. And as and how we are applying for courses, the videos will be sent to us, which can be downloaded. So it is not required that you need to have internet while the course is being taught, which is a great facility because a lot of schools have this limitation of having internet continuously. Or they also have a problem of they have a specified amount of data pack given to them, and that is all that they have. So it is really impractical to download the content again and again. So all the material is offline and available, and they get that material and they can play that throughout all the systems, and that's how we have been doing it. Once this entire course is completed, the coordinators then contact IIT Bombay and they will raise a request for conducting an examination. Because you see, only after the examination and getting 40% of marks in that examination will you get a certification. Otherwise, the knowledge is free of cost. You will get the knowledge, but if you want to understand the certificate, you want to get the certificate, then you will have to pass the exam and gain a certificate, which also helps
Uh,
us make portfolios.
So sorry to interrupt you, but we are running little short of time,
Okay,
and
okay.
yeah,
I'll hurry up. I'll hurry up. So,
yeah.
40 per, after 40 after the student appears in the exam and gets 40% of marks, they are given the certificates, and this entire process can be repeated again. So, when the sixth standard student goes into seventh standard, the whole curriculum can be revised based on the level of the child in that classroom, and the curriculum can be revised to suit the that class. And in this way, we have been doing the entire setup. We experience the entire setup throughout the year, and it seems very easy and very friendly. Whenever we want, we have doubts. The team from IIT Bombay has been always available to us, and they will quickly resolve our doubts and queries. And yeah, this is how we have been doing it, and has been a really great exercise. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samuel, for your true insights about the spoken tutorial journey, how you have implemented, and the gesture which is coming out from your talk. We all could feel it. And thank you so much for throwing light on employability requirements and how ST fulfills the initial needs to be ready with at least a good resume to get selected for an interview, and how you have motivated your school teachers to use a digital resource to make them ready for future. It's really wonderful to hear you. Now, going forward, we'll now witness a live demonstration by our expert. We have Dr. Snehalata Kalipannat with us to demonstrate one of the applications. So, Dr. Snehalata holds a PhD from the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and she will guide us through a practical session using GeoGebra. This is an amazing tool for interactive learning. So, over to you, ma'am. You may start the demonstration.
Yeah, thank you, Nidhi. Good
Thank you.
afternoon, all. So very briefly, I'll just share my screen and then I'll demonstrate a few things on how the GeoGebra interface looks. We have a series of tutorials on GeoGebra. So let me share the screen and show you. Okay, so can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, so the installation and downloading and installation of GeoGebra is explained in one of the tutorials. So I'll just do a demo on my system where it's already downloaded and installed. So it's not very difficult, it's very easy, and this can be done on various, it's a cross-platform application where you can download it on Windows, Mac, or Ubuntu Linux. So I'm using Ubuntu, so I'll show on my system. So GeoGebra is an interactive geometry, algebra, and calculus application. So this can be useful for teachers for teaching concepts from primary school to the university level. So just let me show how to open it. So I have downloaded, and I'll right click and then open the jar file. So the Open JDK Java runtime is a must. It has to be installed on your system, and we have instructions on how to do it. So it may take a few seconds to open the interface. Okay, here it is. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'll just close the other window so that it will be clear. Okay, so this is the interface. So it has many tools, and options to draw various polygons and other geometric constructions. Okay, so I'll just do a very simple thing. So I'll first remove this axis. We don't need it right now. So let me draw a polygon, a triangle for you today. So I'll click, to draw the 3 vertices. So once I do that, you can see on this algebra screen, so the coordinates for the 3 vertices is given, is visible, it is displayed, and also the lengths of all the sides is also displayed, and the area of this triangle is also displayed. Okay. So now let me just go and then display the area. So triangle ABC, area is 10.71. So there is a tool to display the perimeter also. So the perimeter ABC 15.54, and you can see here again, whatever we do on the graphics display, it is shown in the algebra display also. Whatever we have, we draw, and then we make, all the modifications, it can be seen here. Okay, so what I'll do is next, just click on the point, and then you can drag, to change the angles or sides. Then you see how the area and the perimeter changes. So very interactive and flexible. We have a full set of tutorials explaining on how to do this. Okay. So, and we can do many more operations, and I don't have time to do that. And we have very detailed tutorials available. So this is just for you to have an idea on how things look, the interface looks. Okay. So let me open a new window here. Okay, just click on it. It's very, very user friendly. You can click on the new window, and I'll just remove the axis. Okay, now let me take a circle. So use this tool, and it asks what is the radius you want. And let me here do 2 centimeter radius. Click on OK. So here you see a circle C with a 2 centimeter radius and a point A. So for example, if I want to, just make some tangents. So I'll just do this. I'll just click outside the circle to make a point B. And then I will use a tool here like tangents. Okay. So I'll first click on that point and then click anywhere on the circumference of the circle. And then you will see this tangents drawn. And still, if you want to know where the contact points of those the tangents on the circumference, I'll use this intersect tool. So if I just click there, it just gives point C and point D. And you can again see in the algebra view the equations corresponding to all these operations which I'm doing. So there are so many tutorials to, we can, the theorems, and then we can do a lot of constructions in all the topics of algebra, geometry, and also calculus, statistics also. So we have two series of tutorials, one on GeoGebra Classic, and then again applications of GeoGebra, which is for a higher level of students, like 11th and 12th can use that. So starting from 6th standard, this GeoGebra can be implemented in for your students in the school. So many more operations and things can be, like constructions can be done using GeoGebra. So please refer to the tutorials, and over to you, Nidhi. So you can continue with your program. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Snehalata, for a quick demonstration.
Yeah, thank you, Nidhi. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We will now open the floor for a question answer session. Please feel free to ask if you have any question. You may also put your video on if you want, and then we can interact.
You're asking me, Nidhi?
No, ma'am, I'm asking to all the participants.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah.
Well, this is the opportunity to ask any questions related to spoken tutorial program or the demo if you have any question, because we have Dr. Snehalata along with us. So please let us know. We can address that right now.
They are unmuted.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, I am Philomena from Greater Faridabad, Haryana.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
I am the director principal. I was very much interested in IIT Bombay because I did have somebody in the past studying there. So that's how I had visited IIT Bombay. I have taken the round up there. Now my question to you, ma'am, as you are talking, you are speaking about spoken tutorial. Is it that you are speaking only about spoken English, or many other skills are also involved with them?
Okay. So mainly, ma'am, we are offering IT courses along with some subject-specific courses for science stream, science and mathematics.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway, these tutorials and the methodology which we are bringing in, it helps the students to improve their English.
Okay.
But basically, we are offering a content which is related to IT.
Okay.
And because it has a good relevance with, the curriculum, NCERT curriculum. So it gives a complete ecosystem, or I could say a complete structured way of learning, so that
Right.
student would be in a position to, perform better in their academics, as well as once they complete the training, they will receive a certification from the spoken tutorial project IIT Bombay. Okay. So these are the courses, and so it is from basic IT skills to advanced level courses. I would name out a few courses for your reference, like the basic IT skill package, which has LibreOffice, which is equivalent to MS Office.
Okay.
If you have heard my colleague Ramya, when she was explaining her presentation, that time she mentioned that we have basic IT skills, then we have animation related courses, then we have coding stuff, which is Python, Java, C and C++, lot of courses. We have 70 plus, courses with us, range of courses. So,
Yes.
and along with some subject specific courses for mathematics and chemistry and biology. So these are the courses.
Ma'am, I have a question. Do you have any sessions, I mean training modules for teachers alone?
Ma'am, for that, we will organize. So we keep on conducting sessions for teachers. Even your teachers can become part of professional development programs, okay, which we
Yes.
conduct.
Yes.
We conduct, ma'am, and they can even do it on their own using the same tutorials, and they will learn it and they will master it, and they can also gain a certificate. So this
Right.
can be done by them on their own, like sitting
Yeah.
anywhere, at their comfort level.
Huh.
And when we conduct any live session or any training, then certainly we will inform you and they can become part of it.
Huh. Nidhi, my question is, see, CBSE is asking us to have capacity building programs.
Okay.
And I know you are very much empaneled by CBSE to conduct such courses. This is why I was asking this question to you, because I am very much interested to train the teachers, because see, our local fellows are organizing sessions. But I always say, why not better practices, best practices from outside? Maybe you people are on a better platform than taking the local module very transparently to talk to you. Maybe there may not be enough substance also. So, no, maybe you will have better modules. So, it makes up our 25 hours of CBT also, capacity
Yes.
building program, as well as we also get the certification because you are empaneled. That is, I am sure, 110% sure that IIT Powai is empaneled for that.
So why not, ma'am? You yourself mentioned it correctly and completely, I would say. Okay. So certainly your teachers can, use this resource for completing their CPD and those 25 hours of training, which is required by CBSE.
Yeah.
So they can certainly do it using our platform.
They are in-house training because out-house we have to do from CBSE itself. So
Understood.
if, maybe ma'am, I think my details are there. If you have some modules which are there, we can start taking up entire 25 packages. I mean 25 CBDs modules. And maybe if there is a package, definitely we are ready to do. But I'm interested to have a certification from IIT Bombay for my teachers.
Great. So for that, ma'am, for you, the immediate step would be, after this webinar, write to us. You have my team's mail ID, like we all of us are available. So
Yeah.
you may write to any one of us, and then we can certainly begin with, with your school, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your question. Yeah. I would welcome questions from rest of the people. I mean, please leverage this opportunity. And we also have Ms. Priyanka Shroff, our National Coordinator of Spoken Tutorial School Program. So she's also available with us. So please ask if you have any more questions. Well, okay, then we'll move forward and we will address, if you have any questions, then we can also address later on. So Thank you, everyone. Now, as we draw near to the end of today's session, I would like to request Ms. Priyanka Shroff to deliver the vote of thanks.
Hello, everyone. So I would like to thank each one of you for joining us today. All the
Priyanka,
speakers.
your voice is very low.
Okay. Yeah, is it okay now? Is it okay now? Is
No,
it
it's
okay?
still it's low.
Okay.
Increase your mic volume.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's fine
Yeah,
now.
it's better. Better.
Thank you. Yeah. So dear all the esteemed principals, teachers, school, and all my team members, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you who are present here for making our virtual innovation and ICT event resounding success. A special thanks to all the principals who took out the time from their busy schedule to join our program today. Your presence and participation really shows your commitment to the innovation and excellence in ICT in education. And I would like to also thank all our partner schools who have especially taken out time, Mrs. Lakshmi from APS Mumbai and Mr. Rohan from Royal Public School. I offer sincere appreciation to both of you for sharing your experiences and insights. I'm very sure your experiences will really motivate other schools to join the program and offer the same training what you're offering to your student and make their school stand out from the crowd. And thank you for all your commitment and excellence in education. And also would like to thank my incredible team members who have taken out so much of their time, efforts in organizing this event. They made dedicated calls to each and every one of you so that you can attend this particular event and gather the information. So you can also appreciate or you can also motivate your school and school teachers to join this program and help each one of them in organizing this training and helping themselves by getting some quality education so that they can uplift the student as well. So your dedication, expertise ensure the seamless and engaging experiences for your schools and all the participants as well. So as we conclude this event today, I would like to invite each one of you to join our program, explore all the diverse range of courses what we are offering to you today. And these courses, I would say, as other people also mentioned, Mr. Rohan also explained that these courses, when a student go out and learn, they pay thousands and thousands of rupees. Why not to offer this training to each and every one of our student at very, very low cost and from the best you have in the market? Yeah. So I would like to invite each one of you to join us. You can write to us. If you have any query, you can write to my team members. We are very much present here to help you all in order to train, in order to guide. My team members can organize an orientation session for your school teachers, for your IT teachers, so that you can think on it, you can decide, and you can join us. Yeah. So thank you all for joining us today. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Priyanka, for your insightful message. So, as we conclude today's webinar, I would like to inform you all about the certificates of participation that it will be issued to all attendees. We will send the certificates post-webinar shortly, and we hope you found the session insightful, and we look forward to future collaboration. Thank you once again for being a part of this webinar. Have a great day ahead. Yeah, you may want to. Yes, ma'am. You may want to ask a question, please.
Unmute. Ma'am, I still have a question.
Please.
Why did this module come up for spoken English? I really want to know underlying motive. What made you to have this spoken tutorial? What was the need or the vision of having this?
So I would like to answer.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
started this program long back in 2009.
Yeah,
So
that
when
I
we
got.
started this program, we started only for the college students because somewhere we thought that students from the college, they are very much in need of having employability skills so that they can place themselves better for the future. And as we move forward, we found that these trainings are something which is very important for school student as well. Because somewhere we have seen in the rural areas, specifically if we talk about that a student drop out. When they drop out, they don't have any opportunity to learn these courses. They are lack of money. They don't have money to learn this particular courses. When they go out, they pay thousands and thousands of rupees. So here we thought that if we provide such wonderful courses at very low cost to all the people around us, this is going to really bridge the gap. If we talk about rural area and urban area rural area student don't get this opportunity. Even in urban areas, we have wonderful schools around us, but most of them are focusing on academic part. But what happens if we are only focusing on academic part? Students are scoring much well, but when they go into college somewhere, they lag behind. They don't know the skills properly. Even you will agree with me, the student who pass from the colleges, they don't have set of skills to get employability skills, or maybe they to get employed easily. They go outside, they learn, and then after a lot of struggle, they get the job. So here the main motive behind offering this wonderful courses is to make our student having wonderful school skills with them from very young age. For schools, I'm talking about, we are offering this skills from very young age, from 6th class till 12th class. They will be having good set of skills. And when they go out, they will be able to generate the employability for them as well.
Yeah.
So this is going to be very useful for every people around us, not only student, but from all the age group people. So this was the main motive behind starting this program, to upgrade the skill of the students.
Priyanka, thank you so much. I still have a further question.
Please go ahead.
Instead of going purely on module of spoken English, at least for my unit, can you think of an exchange program school level between IIT Bombay? Because see, what my vision is, I want to see my children becoming a co-partner to build up India. So it's a long-standing vision.
Yeah.
So then we have to build up low, and I was very happy when you told me it is starting from class 6. Beautiful plan. And I am die hard here because my base was also that way. I love discipline to be strong. I have my teacher also seated here, IT teacher. We, on the whole, as a core team, we try to build up English very strongly. Although CBSE says through NEP, mother language use. But we know in reality that when we face the world, we need English more than other than our mother tongue, right?
Yeah.
So can you think of a module for my school? Because I believe both skills will be developed. One, spoken English, as you are going by the module, as well as exchange program. Let them know what and how IITians are prepared for any module given an offering to them from any company. They are made prepared ready, right?
Yeah. So
they are
first of
prepared for that. Can you think of an exchange program for my school?
Definitely, we can talk to our higher management if we can do something like this for you. But I just want to make one thing very clear: we are not only offering this skills that is for English, spoken English. The program is made in order to train IT skills for the student. So
Yes,
here, the IT skills are in all the languages. The student can learn in their own language as well as in English language. So it is going to improve English, but it is not spoken English completely.
Yeah, so it is more projection on IT skills.
IT skills, yes, on IT skills.
I
So
think also, please talk to your seniors also regarding an exchange program with Saraswati Global School, because I want children should connect with others, how they are struggling in life, and when they have comfort zone, how to also share their resources with others. This is also is a learning. Socializing also is important. Plus, thing for teachers training, both I'll be so happy to have you on this platform.
Definitely. So we are already talking to our management regarding the same. If we come up with something like this, definitely we would like to take you with that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, all of you. And we will be ending today's session here. And we'll be soon letting you all know whenever we'll plan to have another webinar or another topic or another discussion, which we are thinking that we can have with all of you, because we always trying to find an opportunity to speak with you and interact with you in any manner. So thank you so much. You are a great audience, and we would love to see you again. Thanks.
Thank you.